Welcome to Dave's Adventures in Fat Princess. So this is a new series I may be doing here and there for more open-ended games like roguelikes, mmos, Sims, multiplayer games, you know, that kind of stuff. Stuff that I can just play and upload whenever with no real pressure of completing it. So Fat Princess, you might know, is a character who made it into PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale instead of fucking Crash Bandicoot. And probably some other fan favorites. So Fat Princess is a capture the flag style game rendered in this bright and cutesy vivid style, but it's actually full of just jibbing and ultra violence, which you'll see here in a second. And you have a bunch of different classes. It's lane based, and you upgrade the classes with resources that some of the other classes can gather. Like the priest, the healer can become a dark priest. The mage can become a frost mage. The knight gets this sweet halberd. I'm just gonna pick a mage here to start out because I haven't played this game in like a year, so I've kind of forgotten the controls and what I'm doing. Let's see. I remember I have the charge up AoE attacks. And then, okay, that's my normal fireball. And it's got like a lot of Aeon of Strife elements, like the multiple lanes and the towers, even though the towers don't damage you, they're not like deterrents. Oh my god, he's big. I don't remember. Okay, I do remember the giants. Oh, and I'm calling it an Aeon of Strife style game, because that was the original term that fell into vogue a long time ago, and I refuse to call it a fucking MOBA because that term is gross. And because I'm a little bit of a snooty hipster of the genre. Multiplayer action battle arena MOBA is a phrase that was coined by Riot, the developers of League of Legends, a few years ago. What many of you probably don't know is the history of the genre. So, story time, folks, gather around the campfire. It started out as a mod. This whole genre started out as a mod for StarCraft 1 called Aeon of Strife. You know, there were teams of players, 2 teams of opposing players in 3 lanes with AI enemy waves and towers along every lane that you had to down, and eventually you'd make your way into the heart of the enemy base and destroy their main structure, and that would be the objective to win the game. It started out as a user map for StarCraft 1. So when Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos came out, a guy named Eul, E-U-L, short for eulogy, he was really fascinated by the idea, so he made Defense of the Ancients, the Reign of Chaos version, the original vanilla classic version. And back then, you'd have to do stuff like mess with the base MPQ files to alter spells and stuff, and it was the extent to which you could do that was really rudimentary. It wasn't until the Frozen Throne that came out. It wasn't until the Frozen Throne came out that you could do stuff like jazz scripting and heavy trigger work as far as custom spells went. Like, you could change the graphics that spells used, swap them around and stuff. You could change spell names and hero names and stuff like that, but you couldn't do anything really advanced or super flashy. In fact, there were only a few spells in the original Dota that could even utilize triggers, because in the trigger editor there wasn't any event that said, if hero X casts spell Y, it couldn't even detect that. So the workaround that you could do for really advanced spells back then was you would have something like the Farseer's Summon Direwolves ability. You would change that so that the summon that it produced was invisible and non-collidable. And another aside fun fact, if you set the collision size of a mob to 0 back then, it could cause something called a server split, which would end up disconnecting half of a server in a game. So it always had to be 1. Anyway, you would set it up so that the trigger editor could detect when units entered the field or entered an area. So you would set it up so that the trigger would detect the invisible, uncollidable wolves entering somewhere on the map, and then an effect would happen. Like, there was one hero called the Titan, and its ultimate was like a magnetic pull ability that pulled all heroes within a certain range towards it. And all it was it summoned these invisible units, and then after that it just said, okay, since these are on the field, we're going to pull everything towards the Titan. And since there could only be one Titan, Oh, we lost. That's what I get for going through long-winded explanations. Anyway, to keep this a little bit brief, because I went off onto a side like map making back then. Eventually, either Ice Frog or Ginsu came along. I can't remember who came first. Made Dota All-Stars for... He made Dota All-Stars for the Frozen Throne back when Yule was just starting to consider porting it for the expansion to Warcraft 3. So All-Stars was really broken and imbalanced back then, and it caused a really big split in the community. A lot of people resented it because it was feeding off of Dota's popularity and calling itself Dota, even though it wasn't endorsed by the original creator, and it had a huge number of problems. To its credit, it pioneered the system where you could combine items together to create new ones, which has become a staple. Even though there was only like one item like that in the original Dota. So eventually what happened was Yule and a woman named Song were working on the true successor to Dota in the Frozen Throne. And because of a combination of stuff like really bad leaked alpha versions and the fact that it wasn't using the original Dota name, so there wasn't that level of recognition, and All-Stars had already taken off and ran with it.
The princess has been dropped.
Thirst for Gamma ended up kind of flopping, then Yule stopped developing for it and passed the responsibility on to a few people from the forums where Dota was really, where the community really thrived, called the War Center. It wound up in Song's hands, and then eventually in a few other people's hands, including myself, a guy named Sidolphus, and I can't remember who else. And then eventually, since Thirst for Gamma still wasn't taking off, it was eventually renamed to Heart of Pandora, but that never went anywhere, unfortunately. But by then, I can't remember if it was Ice Frog or Ginsu, whoever the more recent developer on Dota was, really turned around the previous developers' screw-ups and made it what it is now, which is like the very highly competitive, balanced game that everyone knows, which is, again, Dota All-Stars. Not, I always want to stress that it's not the original Dota. And so yeah, that's why I like to refer to that as the AOS genre instead of, you know, the gross-ass MOBA term. Anyway, what Fat Princess is, it's the tragic tale of a morbid, obese woman struggling to have a new form of diabetes named after her. And while I was going through that long-winded explanation, you got a pretty good look at how the game is. It's actually a ton of fun once I remember what the controls are. DLC? Oh. Alright, this game... There are some DLC classes that are unfortunate. But luckily this is not Capcom related. Oh, it's really beautiful too. Oh, and I remembered how to do like the proper single target heal. Oh my god, please get away. Fuck it, I'm just gonna beat... No, I'm not. Oh my god, he's at the gates. The barbarians are at the gates. Meanwhile, fat-ass princess is sitting up there like the magistrate. Yeah, there you go. You get heals, friend. For healing me, you get to be my friend. I am in your debt and in your pocket.
We have captured an outpost. The catapult is ready.
Being a healer is like to have so much power and yet be so frail and just terrifying.
We have the prisoner.
Like, rule number one of being a healer, be a craven coward. Always live to fight another day, because you can't keep everyone alive if you're dead. And everyone should be ashamed for putting their healer in danger anyway, so whatever. The needs of the many. Come on, stop. Oh wait, he's an archer. I was gonna say, stop shooting him and move in. Oh no, God! Okay, buddy, please, whatever, I'll whack him with my staff.
Has been upgraded.
Come on, get back here. Come on, you want it in. I feel so delightfully white trash right now. I have a Wendy's cup sitting next to me filled with Sprite. And it's wedged into a glass so the condensation doesn't get all over my desk. Wait a minute, that's too clever to be white trash. Yeah, Night Buddy will protect me. Come on, Night Bro.
The mage has been
Oh, no! Oh. That was unfortunate.
captured an outpost.
Okay. What's this guy? Oh yeah, this is Bomberman. Or rather, I am Poppy Brothers. I'm also just a humble wood farmer who for some reason employs bombs. Oh, I hit him once. Hey, bombs! More bombs from other people. Bad bombs. Humble wood farmer? I think those are called I think those are called lumberjacks.
The enemy castle has been breached.
Not anymore though. My new profession is
Blocked.
professional wood farmer.
Prisoner has been blocked.
Yeah, axe is pretty effective.
The prisoner has been dropped. We have the prisoner.
Come on.
The prisoner has
Someone
been
hit him
dropped.
with a bomb. Oh, he's it. Oh. Other Bomberman was gonna get himself a kill.
Enemy has the
Got
prisoner.
stolen though. Ooh, plenty of enemies. That's good for bombing. God damn, these... It's a little bit difficult to control the bombs. It's not quite as bad as Bastion, so I'm not getting traumatic flashbacks to that extent. Was that a direct hit? Yeah. And we're... Oh, we already captured the princess once, and we're working on the second one. She is almost there. They're coming hard for her. Come on. Make it to the gate.
We have
But that is such a sneaky little spot throwing the bomb behind that tower because they can't see it coming forward. So if they run anywhere near our tower,
enemy have captured.
they are just going to get exploded.
Daddy, I'm gonna leave you in bits like the ice truck killer.
I wonder if the bombs do friendly fire. Yeah. Mike's always talking about X-Men. This is the real... This game is really the, This is really the game that's based on X-Men, not Banjo-Kazooie. Yeah, we have her again. This is great. I'm just go ahead and capture this tower. All by my lonesome. And set people on...
The prisoner has been dropped.
Man, that should do damage to his tower. He's throwing burning logs at it. Ooh, ooh, yeah. Oh my god, big guy. Big guy's my worst nightmare. Get him away, get him away, get him away, get him away! Oh, hey, we have our own big guy. What's up?
Prisoner has
Looks like Naruto. Oh, and he's dead. Soon I will be too. Oh my god. Oh, another big guy. I will be dead soon.
dropped.
Must run, must run. Survival of the fittest, bitches.
And our base, killing our dudes.
He's frozen.
We have
Oh,
the
this is my
prisoner.
opportunity. Me? I don't like the big guys.
Help! We're being
They are not so gentle giants. The narrator's voice sounds familiar. I can't quite place it though. It's gonna be someone I've heard in like every video game ever.
We have the prisoner. The
God,
enemy
he's in our
has
base,
captured an outpost.
killing our dudes. I think that's actually a narrator quote. Did I blow myself up with a bomb? Can I do that?
The enemy have captured an
I guess so. Do I want to be Poppy Bro? Up, too late. I no longer get to make that decision myself.
Day is ours.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take part in the post-game showboating. I'm too classy for that. I'm full of Oh, he shot me! You motherfucker, he shot me! Oh, take revenge on me. Take revenge on me? Take vengeance for me. You know what? He shot first. Ooh, and I have my sweet halberd. I love this, because the upgraded knight... Normally, the basic knight has the charge up spin attack. When you charge this guy up, he does a sweet lunge. Plus, the halberd, I think, does more damage. Also, the game's full of all these hidden passageways like that, the tunnel. There are springboards that you can get. It's an insanely fun game. Fortunately, I don't have a ton of time to play it more often. Okay, who wants heals? Apparently not many people do, because they keep running away from me. Nobody wants to be the healer. What? Get away. I want to be on fire.
Captured an outpost.
I would like to help people set people on fire.
We have the prisoner.
I'd like to be the accomplice to arson. And gangbang, apparently. I should probably not be saying that I want to be a part of that on something that's going to be public, but yeah.
Princess has been dropped.
Let's digress. Oh my god, please, Knight. Please get back here, Knight. I got clotheslined by a sword trying to chase my teammate down to heal him. Bad teammate. Rule 2 of being a healer. It is always someone else's fault when you die. Never ever blame yourself. The pecking order goes, blame the DPS, then blame the tanks. And if someone does blame you, make sure that you put them in a situation where they trust you to heal them, and then just don't heal them. Also, I am now Legolas. Yeah, I'm dodging fireballs like a boss.
The princess has been kidnapped.
Come on, humble tree farmer, you can't just go around taking logs.
The prisoner has been dropped.
I am gonna shoot you. See, knight and an archer. Who do I shoot first? Yeah, you. You are
The princess has been dropped.
You are my prey now. I am Craven the Hunter.
The princess has been dropped.
Yeah, the guy with the shield didn't stand a chance. What does this
The enemy has
archer think he's gonna do against like 5 people sitting in the corner of our base? Of outside our base, even. Absolutely not a good spot to be with your back against a wall while the enemy is bearing down upon you.
we have
You are not even armed. I'm just gonna... Yeah.
the princess has been dropped.
They've not upgraded their knights. Yeah, this is looking like a pretty uneven fight now after that first round, so let's go feed our fat, bloody princess. Let's go feed Rosie O'Donnell. Rosie O'Donnell's still fat, right? My knowledge of her ends after Harriet the Spy. I'm gonna have to, like, lace this cake with a tapeworm to help her out.
The prisoner has been dropped.
She is what one of my good friends would call an obese. Anorexia would be a fucking blessing for her. She's just sitting around there like hedonism bot. Let us cavort like the Greeks of old. Man, I need to practice my Super Nintendo cliffhanger skills. I couldn't climb the wall as good as that guy. Hey there, buddy. Wanna come in? I think I'm just gonna chill here. Might have a little picnic even. Oh my god! No, I shouldn't have gone out. This is a bad choice. Cowardice always... Cowardice is the fuel of survival. I'm just gonna go around the back of you, idiot. Your back's not protected by that tiny shield. Yeah, just backpedal away. You're gonna eventually get clotheslined like I did a couple minutes ago. Oh man. It's in that same spot too, except a different knight. I was chasing him down while his healer got clotheslined by a sword. Was chasing the knight down to kill him. And I got clotheslined by an arrow.
The enemy castle has been breached.
One might say I took an arrow to the knee. And then one might also be subject to getting beaten with a bag full of soap because that joke needs to go away. But maybe I should be beaten with a bag of soap because I just perpetuated that joke. Yeah! They are the ones who are the ball lickers.
The enemy has been defeated.
Oh wow, like 4 rounds have already passed and we're 19 minutes in. Okay, let's end this before the next round starts. Thanks for watching, everyone. There'll be plenty more of these to come in the future in all sorts of games like Isaac, Super Hexagon, Don't Starve, Spelunky, lots and lots of different games like this. And also, of course, regular updates to the new and ongoing Let's Plays every day. It's not like they're going away or anything. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take it easy. Have a good one.